Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the Behind the Booth podcast. On this episode, we sat down with Dutch talent Artmann and went through how he got into the scene and where he really got a taste for electronic music, his transitions from hip hop all the way through to house music. We then went on to talk about his explosion onto the scene. He had a very good year last year with releases on the likes of Us and many other labels. So he did really well there. So we just talked about how that felt and how that impacted him going forward and his music production and what he's looking to now change and evolve as the year goes on. So it's a really good conversation. Really enjoyed sitting down with him and to hear his side of things. So I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to check out the rest of the episodes on our channel and also like and subscribe below. Thank you.
Okay, sure thing.
So to start out, we always like to go back to the origins of the guests that we're speaking to. So how did it all start out for Artmann, and how did you all start out going into music?
Wow. Okay. Do you want to know the whole story? Or do we need to keep it short?
Go for it, mate. It's up to you.
Whatever you think.
All right. Yeah. It's a long story because I started out when I was 13, I guess, something like that. I was a big hip hop head. Like, I mean, you can love hip hop, but I was like an addict, I did research for hip hop history in my spare time and all that shit. And I was drumming. I had drum lessons, and then I was like, man, I really want to make this hip hop music. Really want to make that shit. And then I started out rapping, and I was like, man, I want to make those beats myself. I was drumming, and I was like, I want to make those beats. How do they do that? And then I did my research. How they were sampling. And then I of course, started out with FL Studio. I was making hip hop beats till I was a year 16, 17. And then started out to make trap beats, really festival trap, and all that shit. And then I was at the point and I was like, man, I really want to make a career out of this,
So how long ago was that?
Sorry?
How long ago was that?
When I was 16, something like that. I started out making hip hop beats when I was 13. Then I started developing that really, really, really amateur shit. And then when I was 16, I was like, man, I really want to make a career out of this. I don't want to go to school or something. So I did the education of producing as well.
Mm. So were you trying to like push down the rapping route, or? That was what initially that's what you wanted to do?
I was just when I was starting to make a career of it when I was 16, 17, I already was making festival trap and hip hop beats, and I didn't rapping was like a side thing for me. I still write lyrics till this day, just poetic,
Okay.
Serious, just for nothing serious. But by then I was just making beats, and I really wanted to make professional trap beats for hip hop artists or just festival trap to perform. And it was by then when I was like 18, you started out to go to festivals and all that.
Yeah.
And that's when I fall in love with techno and house. And from the first day on, when I had my first festival, I was like, man, this is it, man. I don't want to do this hip hop anymore, man.
A light bulb moment.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, this whole hip hop thing is boring as fuck. You're in the studio, you're making the hip hop beat, and then you just sell it or something, and that's it.
It's gone. On to the next one.
Exactly.
Somebody makes a track, somebody rapping lyrics onto it, and that's it. That's your share. But with house and techno, all this performing, this DJ stuff, this whole artist kind of thing, that's what really it's what I really
influenced.
Like.
Yeah.
So then I started to make techno, and from techno I started to make tech house, and from tech house I started to make minimal deep house, and that's when I was like, man, this is really it.
This is the scene I want to be in.
Yeah, it really took me a long time. You gotta imagine, I started out when I was 13, and by the year of 2021, I finally find out this is.
It finally clicked what you want to do.
This is what I really wanted to do. Yeah, and
so there was a lot of experimenting then.
Yeah, man, and that's funny because I still have a second alias where I make electronic beats just for fun, you know. And I do have a lot of experience with a whole lot of genres, and yeah, that's funny because I know from now on, maybe when I'm a lot older, I want to ghost produce for other type of genres, you know.
Yeah. So
it's not a waste of time. I've got that experience.
It's good. It's good that you've kind of made yourself
diverse.
Give yourself that background. Yeah, give yourself that background.
Yeah, definitely.
So then later on in life, you can just go, right, I can do this, I can do this, I can do
go back to that, and then you're not stuck in the same sound. But when you were starting out and when you were going to these festivals, who were the people that you were seeing at the festivals that influenced you to go into that sound?
Really started out with techno music. So do you know Egbert?
Yeah.
Who? Sorry.
The Egbert.
Yeah.
That was really my guy back in the days. You know, he was playing live, and man, it was so that the hypnotic techno sound. I was like, man, that's really the shit.
And seeing them play live, was that something that influenced you as well? Because I mean, hip hop sets, you don't really see them playing live as much as say like people like Sweely.
I never been to any hip hop concerts or anything. It was
right,
just
okay.
I really loved.
You just listening on the radio and
definitely, and
online.
And, you know, and also to go back to the whole techno thing, I really love, you know, groove, and I really love the feeling of music, you know, which I had with hip hop as well, and soul music and jazz music from my parents. And techno music didn't really have that, you know. It was really static or constant, or I don't know how to say.
Yeah, repetitive.
Yeah, and that's when I took my switch to house and tech house, because it had more that feeling, more that groove, you know. And that's when I stopped making techno music, and I didn't even visit techno festivals anymore. It was only tech house back then, and then evolved into minimal house, deep house.
Nice.
Had my periods.
So then, as you were going on and you were starting to uncover your sound, because you're from Amsterdam, right?
Sorry?
You're from Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, well, I was born in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I live in Amsterdam, but my whole life is basically Amsterdam.
Okay. So how do you think Amsterdam, because Amsterdam is known across the world as like the capital of electronic and dance music. How do you think that influenced your sound?
Well, not much actually. I don't know. You know, I don't think I really. Well, people say my sound is a really Amsterdam sound and is a really Dutch sound.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the guys that really influenced me and the music that really influenced me aren't guys from Amsterdam. You know.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah. For example, the Piff guys. You know, those really, in the beginning really was something. What I thought, man, this is really nice. Those guys aren't from Amsterdam. Those are Dutch guys, of course. But I think you mean like the bigger DJs in the whole dance scene. What kind of influence that has on my music?
Well, yeah. So because for us, like we first heard your music when the PIV sound was coming up, and it's interesting to hear that they didn't influence your sound, because I would definitely associate your style with the same kind of style. Not so much like exactly the same sound, but very melodic and groove and upbeat. And it's definitely that Dutch sound. So I'm just interested to hear like where that melodic sound came from, because I know you said about the groove coming from techno and stuff, but the melodic and the chords and
no, the groove isn't coming from techno. No.
Right. Okay. So where's
I was missing the groove in techno music. That's why I switched over to
Right. Okay.
Got you. Yeah.
And, the funny thing is, I think it really came out naturally. You know, maybe guys like Prunk who kind of influenced me. It's really deep house. I think that's mostly where my sound came from. Where I started to develop my own sound because of the way they made music. But that's not really an Amsterdam thing or something. I don't know. I really listened to a lot of jazz when I was younger. Well, jazzy, soulful kind of music. I think that's where I got my smooth sounds from, and my whole melodic things, and the whole happy feeling kind of.
Yeah, which is definitely your sound. That's definitely something that I'd associate to your sound. So moving into
that comes out of myself, not really from my
influences around you. It's very much internal.
Yeah, exactly.
Without noticing, but it's not the main thing for my influence.
So then with that, how do you get like your signature chordy sounds that you implement in your music? How would you what's your process with it?
You mean my chord progression or the sound itself?
Both. Both. Yeah, both.
Oh yeah. Well, the sound itself, it's I'm really trying to get that that soulful, deep kind of sound. So mostly when I get a synthesizer or synth chord or step sound, I really love to cut down the high to get that warm feeling.
Okay.
Do you know Volcano?
Volcano.
Volcano.
Yeah, the Volcano. It's a plugin.
Really, no, never heard of that.
Use that as well to get that filter automation kind of stuff.
Like an LFO kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's what you guys mean. I really like to do it with the EQ itself also. And just the chord progression. It's practicing piano skills, man. Practicing a lot of piano skills, and I'm really not the best piano player out there. I really am not, but I do love to, like I said, I really like jazz, and I'm really trying to practicing jazz piano, and with that information, I try to influence that in my house music as well. Sometimes I play something, and the first thing I play is, wow, this is it. This is the chord progression I want to use. And sometimes I just play a lot of chords, trying out, and then in my DAW, I'm just switching everything, just checking out which sounds the best. It's like a big puzzle, man, sometimes for me.
So it's very much experimental for you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really.
And did you say you're on Ableton, aren't you? You're on Ableton, or
you're on Logic?
Oh, you're on Logic.
You're on Logic, yeah, man.
Oh, you're on Logic. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
cool.
It really depends on the chord progression is just a lot of practicing, man. When I started out, when the days when I had my release at Rendr, this was really the moment where I started out to which chords do I like, which skill do I like, and now it's a year later now.
Yeah, it's gone up to a year. That's crazy.
It's mad.
Yeah, it's going really fast. Yeah. And I know what I like. I know what I'm doing. I know which chords do I play, and now it's just, it's
it just seems so much more simple now.
Yeah, and it's so much more logic, And, so that's the whole thing, man.
It's cool because I literally remember your demos coming through, because like we get loads of demos coming through all the time, and we say it all the time that there's so many demos, they just don't catch you. Like they might be good, but they just don't catch your attention. But as soon as we heard yours, we both, I think, we said it to each other.
Stop.
Yeah, Waves Never Stop.
And that's the first one. I was like, that's the first one, right?
Exactly. And then Rhythm Delight after that, and we were like, right, here we go. Right, this is interesting. So it very much grabbed us from the start. But going from our release and going forward, I think looking back on your discography, like 2020 was a big year for you in terms of releases and like getting that exposure. So how was it from your perspective of putting all that time in over the years and it finally being worth it and getting your awards?
Yeah, and that's really what I wanted to say, because the email that I got back from you guys from, hey man, I love this, I really want to release this. You don't know how that felt for me, because I was making music for such a long time, and like I said before, I was taking my career quite serious at the age of 16, 17, did educations and stuff, and I was sending out demos from that time until our email, like 3 years. I never get something back, and it's always, but I didn't have my style yet.
Yeah.
And your email was one of the first ever positive emails I got from my whole experience of making music. It was the first time, and I was like 20 years old, 21. I was like, man, wow, finally, you know, finally something is
Yeah.
going to happen. Finally, I got a release. And
I remember your email coming back saying that, like, thank you so much for replying in that. And we were like, look, like,
Yeah,
you don't have to thank us. Like, you've sent good music over.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, straight away, you create that bond, don't you? And like, we're excited to release your music. You're excited to have people interested in your music. And then it just builds from there, doesn't it? It's very organic.
Yeah, it was really exciting for me, man. All that hard work, and finally I got something. And then I got addicted, man. I just got addicted. No, I finished school and I was like, man, I'm just going to do this. I worked 3 days in a week, and the other 4 days I was in the studio, and I was making music like all day, every day. And especially when I lost my job, you know, I lost my job because of COVID, because I worked at a shop and it closed. And then I was making music 24/7. Like,
okay,
it was crazy. And that's why I had so many releases. And if I look back, I was like, okay, I did so many releases. I put my name out everywhere, which is a good thing. But if I had to do it over again, I would like take it more easy.
And, a lot of artists say that. Say that, like,
maybe not saturate yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
You know,
no, definitely not.
I didn't have much experience. I just wanted to get my music out there. The only thing I cared about is I want to show my music to the world.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I cared about. And
if people are dancing to your music, what better feeling is it?
You aren't going to say no to that opportunity,
especially when it's yours.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I was just having a release after release, and I was just making music. And when I had when I finished the project, I had it signed the day after. You know, I was doing so much.
That's wicked.
It was crazy, and now like it was too much. You know, maybe it was too much. And now I was making so much music, and right now I have some releases upcoming which I made last year while I'm still making music right now. And I really had some advice from some pretty nice names. They said to me, yo, you need to take it more easy, be more exclusive with your releases and with your podcast. And it's now really the time for me to take my next step in my career and just release way more serious and be way more serious with my music, be way more exclusive. And it's you know, it's for me also a really good thing to learn, because I see it like this. 2020 was really get my music everywhere, you know? I want to show my name. I want to show who I am. I want to show myself to the world.
And now people start kind of seeing you
for who you are. Really. And it's like 2020 is for me what I said, put my name everywhere. 2021 is for me really, okay, learn how to be more exclusive. Learn how to
exactly. Really it becomes marketing, doesn't it? How can you market yourself the best?
Exactly. Learn everything. This is really the part for me to switch over to a more serious kind of
professional
artist. And 2022 is really to be there, you know? Really,
it's a tough one, because when you start out making music, you dream of that moment where everybody wants your music. So when that time comes, it's like a horse race. Like you're waiting in the paddocks, and as soon as the gate opens, you fly out, want to throw your music everywhere. But then it comes a time where, like, right, everybody knows who I am now. So now it's time for me to, and then
it's time to.
Then you can take it literally wherever you want.
Exactly, and the dynamic shifts from you wanting to get your music out there to people coming to you, and you can pick and choose who you release with.
Yeah, definitely. At first, the first thing I was like, man, I'm so glad these people accept my music.
Yeah.
And then we developed in people asking me for music, and that's just the biggest prize I could ask for, man. And
that's it, mate.
Now it's time for me to develop all that advice that I had, and to really take the whole release schedule, take that serious, and really be an artist like the bigger names. And that's now I'm really in my developing period, and 2022 was time for me to really live it like that, you know?
Well, I think that we can safely say that, like, you definitely have that potential, and we have no doubt that you'll get there. And for us, we always said after our release, you know, after you were so buzzing with that email back, and we were seeing you getting all these releases everywhere. Like, we looked at it, we were proud for you, weren't we, mate? Like, we were looking at it and saying, look, 100%. Like, it's all, we believe in your music, and everyone else believes in your music.
Yeah, and it's like hard work pays off.
Exactly.
Really.
Definitely.
Because when
it really was hard work, man. Yeah, it was. It feels good that I finally pays off, and especially in this way. I had a lot of.
It's that just that the initial breakthrough.
Yeah,
that's it. You've broken through the ice now, so
the whole COVID thing sucks. Sometimes.
Yeah, mate.
I'm like, fuck, man. Why does it happen this year, man? I've been producing for so long, and why does COVID needs to be in this year?
Exactly.
Like,
just
same with us. We had so many events planned out. And everything.
I made the best out of it, and I can't be negative about it because they're coming, man. And I really set my name out there in that whole year of COVID. Yeah. So there's no way. That's
a good thing that you've still been consistent throughout it. You've still had releases out. Your name's still been there for everyone to see. And then you build that up. So when events do come back, you got the Surge one, haven't you? Is that July, is it? Or June? In Liverpool with Aaron Volta?
September 18th.
Oh, September. My bad.
September.
Sorry, Jay.
May 1st. I go to let me check that out. To my mates from Bitch Got Jack. Kingston, Upton Hall. You know that?
Is that what with Aaron Volta?
No. Baker Street, Kingston.
Baker Street in Liverpool, yeah?
No, that's in Hull.
In Hull, and then you're playing with in Liverpool though, aren't you?
Yeah,
with Surge.
This is May 1st. I was just letting you guys know.
Okay.
Oh, right, sweet. We'll try and come see you if we can, if everything goes to plan.
Yeah, 100%. We'll definitely, because Liverpool's not far from us anyway.
Liverpool's only down the road. So we'll come.
I don't know really how old UK.
all the cities.
Are you? Is Manchester nearby London?
No, like London's down south, and then Manchester's
London's at the bottom. London's like here.
I drive probably like 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive, and then and then.
You see it?
Yeah. Got a map.
Oh yeah, I see Liverpool, Manchester. All right.
Yeah. So like Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, like
close together.
They're all very close together. Whereas like London and
Leicester as well.
Yeah, Leicester's like the Midlands kind of.
Yeah, I'll be there July 31.
Right. Well,
cool. The funny thing is, I have like a couple of bookings, and it's all in the UK because here in the Netherlands, there's nothing,
Yeah. Well,
some kind of things, but not really.
I think we like to think that the June 21st will be like the big start of it because they just had the PIV event. That's in Manchester. That's sold out already. That we're going to that. So like all the events are going mad at the minute. What's that?
Maybe I'll be there as well.
Yeah, try and get over, mate. Try and get over.
If you can get over, we'll catch up.
Yeah.
Because finally meet in person. Because we were supposed to be coming to ADE last year, and that didn't happen.
I remember the funny thing when I met you on.
In ADE, mate, that was crazy. I was like,
you rang me and it was like, what? I was
like, mate, I've just been stood there. I stood next to Artmann.
I was just standing there, with my mates, and I was just grooving to the music, and I just get a tap on my shoulder from you, and he was like, "Hey, mate, are you Artmann?" And I was like, "What?" I didn't have any release yet, because I didn't have nothing yet by that time. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm from Rendr. We've been emailing with each other. You're doing a release on my label." And I was like,
mate, I just saw you stood at the front. And I was like, "Where do I know him from?" And then I got close. I was like, "Is that Indy?" And but I thought I don't want to be one of the people that goes over, taps his shoulder, like, "No, who are you?" Like, "Oh no, don't matter, mate, don't matter." But then it was you. And then we had a sick night, wasn't it? Was it 4?
It was 4. It was
Pivot 4. Yeah, that was a class event. That
really blew my mind, man.
Yeah, I really hope that we can get to ADE because it's just sick. There's like everything going on. There's all these events going on. Everybody's just bouncing around.
So going on to that. So what to like the club scene? What's your favorite club kind of memory?
What's my favorite club kind of memory?
Yeah.
It's too long ago, man. We've been sitting.
Was there any event that you went to that just blew you away compared to the others that you've been to?
Think, I think I had to tell, the first time, I guess, the first time. And, the funny thing is, I didn't really like techno or house or anything. I was just, like I said, big hip hop head, And then I had this girlfriend, and she was visiting some techno parties. So she was just convincing me, like, you need to come to me to a techno party. Really, you need to come to me to a techno party. And at New Year, we went to Loveland. Do you know that?
Loveland, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I was like, all right, I'll go with a couple of mates as well. And then when we went there, I was like, man, this is it, bro. I was standing there, I was like, yo.
Can you remember who was playing?
Egbert, yeah, that guy, and Snoop,
oh right, yeah, sorry,
DJ, and it was really techno, and I was like, wow, this blew me away. And then the next week after that party, I was in the studio making techno music already.
that's where it all started.
Figure it all out.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think if I have to think about it real quick, I think that's one of the best memories. Of course, the first time. Who doesn't have a good memory on the first time? I hope.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but I don't know, man. Every club night is
yeah, that's it, mate. So going on to your own events as well. Obviously, you did your Artmann and Friends event, and we've seen the video, the Rhythm Delight video, which is unreal. Yeah. So how was that? And have you got any more plans coming up in the future with that?
Well, I don't have anything planned with that organization, but maybe in some other times, other organizations, some other platform or location, definitely. But that was really, really a good one because I didn't have much experience with a lot of crowds because I had my first release with you guys in May. Well, I had a release with man, I forgot the name. Oh my God. from Ukraine.
Yostro?
Yeah, Yostro. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that name. Yostro. Yeah, I had that release in March, something. But you guys, when I had my release with you guys, that was my first really, really big release.
Like main EP release.
And then we had COVID, so I didn't really have that much.
Chance
where I DJ'd, where I played for big crowds, and when I had my Artmann and Friends event, I really had a pretty solid crowd with also a lot of friends. Well, almost all my mates were there, and it was just crazy. It was.
I'm guessing the atmosphere was just insane.
Sorry.
I'm guessing the atmosphere was mental.
Yeah, well, it's one of the best crowds I had because 50% were my own community.
Nice.
Exactly.
You always have those people like, oh, I really want to come and see you play. Oh, I really want to come and see you play, and then they never show up.
Yeah.
Your best mates are there. So when I had this Artmann and Friends party, I really just connected all the people I went to parties with, and, really, really, really not the good friends, but also, the whole community. And I was like, hey, you wanted to see me play. I have my own event. This is your chance, please come along. And like almost everybody said yes. So it was 50% my old friends and festival friends I went to parties with and everything. And other 50% just local crowd. And,
it sounds like you got a really supported group there. It sounds really good, mate. That's really important.
Yeah, I do, because I've been to festivals with so many people, and from the beginning of going to festivals, everybody knew I was trying to make a career out of this. So a lot of friends really support me from my neighborhood, and I do really have really, really good backup.
That's really good to hear, mate. So hopefully in the future, you have more Artmann and Friends events.
Sorry. It says this meeting has been upgraded by the host, and okay.
That's cool.
All right,
to first class.
So moving on, So what's coming next for you for Artmann?
What's coming next for me for Artmann?
Yeah,
that you can disclose.
Yeah, that you can tell us.
You don't have to tell us any secrets. You can tell us off camera if you want.
I can't tell too much, man. It's all classified. No, but I'm taking my career more serious, way more exclusive. So I won't be releasing as much as I did until now. I do have a lot of vinyl coming. My vinyl on YOI Records hit #1 today.
Mate, congratulations. That's massive.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. It got released yesterday and it's #1 right now. So yeah, that's really nice. I really want to do more vinyl. I have one coming with Julius Hernandez.
Yeah, nice.
A collab vinyl with him as well, which is already for pre-sale. So
nice.
If you're listening,
I have one coming on Relict as well, vinyl only. So really been focusing on vinyl records.
Nice.
You have to play vinyl.
And it's nice to have your name, something in your hands that's got your name on it.
A hard copy.
Have it physical, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, I love that. And yeah, what's coming? I have a lot of bookings in the UK, which is very new for me. Never been in the UK before. So to go there and play is it's a dream coming true, man. And I hope a lot of more international bookings coming my way. And yeah, I have a new. I'm talking to. Really been talking a lot with Piff right now.
Is that for a release or to play events or?
No, I can't. It's just I have someone that does my bookings right now.
Right. So joining the roster, is it?
Yeah, but there's nothing official yet, and we've been talking about the agency. We've been talking about a lot of stuff, but nothing. You know, we already
nothing set in stone.
We're always working together, but nothing is official. I don't have signed any contract yet, and those things are coming, but I can't, tell too much about it. Yeah, it's really exciting, man.
No,
really,
that sounds cool.
Really starting to feel like my career is getting really serious right now. So I have to take myself more serious as well.
Nice, mate.
It's really, I did.
It's really good to hear that through lockdown and through COVID, like you've still got this on the other end of it. You've still got vinyl releases. You've still got potential like joining the roster at Piv, and that's with a pandemic, mate. So imagine after all this, how good you're going to be when you can do what you want.
Yeah, right. I mean, I couldn't do anything more than just make music and just keep working hard for my career. Because why this whole pandemic is negative, but in that sense, it's pretty positive because I had a lot of time to work on myself. Get myself out there and make sure I get the right things coming my way.
It sounds like you've used the time wisely as well, mate.
Of course, yeah, definitely, man. I've been in the studio a lot and been talking a lot with my friends and with my parents about making the right steps in my career. And that's really what this year is about for me, because last year I was just making music like a fool, just 24/7 studio life. And now it's really, okay, what do I need to do? I'm having international bookings. I'm having this and that. How am I going to do that? What are my plans for the future? All that kind of stuff. Really taking my career more serious. And then hopefully next year is just all sort out and just, live the life, man. Just
nice, mate. Well, we can't wait to see what you got coming up in the next year, and we'll make sure to keep an eye out for you. So that's the end of the general like music questions. So we'll just move on to we do a quick fire round of just a few random questions. So just an easy one to start out. If you could learn to play one instrument, what would it be?
Piano, definitely.
Learn it properly.
Master it.
Definitely. I think you're the second guest that said that.
Third.
Of all three said it?
Nate and Parsec said that.
So yeah, so all three.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah, so everyone said piano.
It's a fundamental instrument, isn't it, for making music?
Yeah, it's for producers. That's the most common thing,
Yeah.
Every producer uses a piano. Also, although I think, but it's not that like when you're producing, you're sitting with a guitar in your hand,
Yeah. That's only Fyro on that.
Don't work like that.
That's weird. Everybody uses a keyboard or piano while producing. So I guess most of the producers would love to master the piano just also for their productions,
Because 90% of people, and I'm one of them, just does like a harmonic minor chord and that's it. And after that, I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to go after that. So the next one, what's your hidden talent?
What's my hidden talent?
Yeah. It could be anything.
Anything.
Can
you use something that no one else can do? Or, well...
What's my hidden talent?
Not many people can do.
Oh, I got a phone call. Wait.
Ask him.
Hidden talent, man. What do I do? I can really write very, very good lyrics, man.
Like rap lyrics?
Okay.
I think that's really a hidden talent because nobody knows.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah, man. I just started writing lyrics from a younger age because, like I said before, I really wanted to rap and all that stuff. But
so what sort of avenue do you go down when you're writing? What sort of avenue do you go down when you're writing? Like, what sort of thing are you writing about, or is there anything specific?
Man, I do a lot of poetic stuff right now, and
nice.
It's not really lyrics. Yeah, it's not really. Back in the days, it was really rap lyrics, so it was rhythmic, rhythm, yeah, with rhythm. But now it's just poetic, and it's just about everything, man. Sometimes I'm just sitting in the train, looking outside, and I just write down. Yeah, what I'm thinking of, where I'm going. Very simple stuff, but
what you see,
the way it rhymes is really what I really love to do. So it could be the simplest story ever, but the way it rhymes and everything, that's really
that's definitely a hidden talent, mate. It's interesting to hear that, like you and Nate, that you're also creative in other ways, not just making music. Yeah. Like Nate likes to draw, you like to write. So it just shows that like the creativity is inside you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I also like to do a lot of graphic design. I did education as a graphic designer and working at that
the paintball place. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did some artworks in the graphic artworks as well, which I think look nice. But if I have to pick one hidden talent, it would definitely
be writing. Nice. Okay.
Go on, mate. What would you? What's one thing that you would teach someone?
What's one thing that I would teach someone?
Yeah, anything. It could be in life or in music or anything. Just from your experience, any experience you've had in the past.
If I ever had to teach someone, or what I want to teach.
If you had to teach, it can be whatever you want. But if you were speaking to someone and you had to teach them something, what would it be?
Wow, these questions are mind-blowing.
Gets you thinking, doesn't it?
Wow, what do I have to teach someone? I don't know. I think it's something social, you know? I think to be very open to everyone, but it's very cliche to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too cliche. Okay, I'll pick something else.
No, that's fine, mate. That's fine. You can go with that.
Yeah, I don't know. If I want to teach someone, I mean, it would be something very meaningful. I mean, I can teach someone how to produce or how to do a minor chord or anything, but I really would love to teach someone to be loving to other people and to
honest and open and be kind.
The best person they can be on this earth, or just how to, to treat the earth and with the environment and
treat people how you want to be treated and things like that.
As well. And just the environment also, man.
Yeah. Look after things around you.
Yeah, man. And I think if I want to teach someone something, then it would be something to make the person a better human on this earth, something like that. It's really
nice, mate. No, it's not. That's a really nice answer to that. So what's your one essential habit to succeed?
Be very consistent, I guess.
Consistency,
okay.
Yeah. It's really. Can you say a habit? Yeah, I just
make sure you turn up every day.
My workflow is really a habit for me, which really made me successful because because of my workflow, I could make so much music last year because I had so much experience and I really know what I want and I really know where I want things, and that whole workflow, that whole habit really was a main thing in my success, of course.
That's really nice, mate. Okay, cool. So one more. Do you want to do it, Tabs?
Yeah, okay. So if you could travel it to one moment in the past, what would it be?
Wow. How long did it take to write down these questions? You've been working on
we've been thinking about them for ages.
We've gone through about a million questions.
You answered those in a couple of seconds, man.
We've got so many questions down here, and we're just kind of skipping through them all.
There is loads more.
If I can go back to one moment, definitely be January 2020.
Yes.
Also, when I went on vacation with my best mates to Bali.
Nice, mate.
Man, I had the best time of my life. Toch, Davey? Sowieso. My roommate's sitting over there. He's like, oh, yeah.
I love that, mate.
And our email, of course.
Yes, lad. Yes.
Love
that. What a point to finish on. All right, mate. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit down with you. It's been great to hear about your story, and we wish you all the best going forward with all the releases. Big up on the #1, and let's hope that you have more success in the future. Do you want to just let the people listening know where they can find you on Instagram, SoundCloud, stuff like that?
Sorry?
Do you want to let people know where they can find you on Instagram,
of course.
SoundCloud?
Artmann Music, SoundCloud, Artmann Music, Instagram, Artmann Music, Facebook.
Nice.
Come check me out in London. Come check me out in Leicester. Come check me out in Liverpool.
And Hull.
Instagram, man. I want to see you guys everywhere.
And if you want 3 games of paintball, this is your man.
Yeah.
Artmann with 2 ends.
Hey,
big up,
great,
man.
Great seeing you guys. And
all the best for the stream as well. And we'll keep in touch, mate. All the best.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, what time is it?
20 past 11 over here. You got time.
Yeah, I wish you guys all the best of luck with your release, man. You've been releasing very good stuff. When is your next vinyl coming out?
Well, August?
August time, yeah.
And we'll let you know who it is off camera. We'll send you the tracks off. But it's a big secret.
Laying over there.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
I hope you get some spins. All right, brother. Well, all the best. Best luck with the streams, and we'll catch you down the road.
Take it easy.
Fun time seeing you guys, man.
Easy, bro.
Cool, man. Catch you later.
Thanks, brothers.